Hello, David Moore, Equity Advantage, IRA Advantage, and today I am here with Rachel Kotkin, our in-house legal, and I just wanted to get her in front of the lens. She's done a wonderful job for us for the last 3 years, and great to have you part of the team. So thank you.
Thank you.
We gave her a homework assignment last week, and that homework assignment was regarding Oregon's new statewide rent control. And I thought we'd get her in front of the camera and have her explain to you people exactly what it says.
Yeah, so Oregon recently became the first state in the country to enact statewide rent control and restrictions on tenant evictions. So with the rent control, the new legislation that was recently passed caps what a landlord can increase a tenant's rent by at 7% per 12-month period plus consumer price index. With regard to tenant evictions, there are new restrictions on when a landlord can evict a tenant and for what cause. Now it's either needs to be based on tenant cause or landlord cause, and if the eviction is based on a landlord cause, there are new requirements for relocation fees that the landlord would need to pay a tenant.
Interesting. So have you had any? I mean, you're on the phone with people day in, day out, clients from all over the country, and have you had any feedback from any of the clients you've spoken with so far?
Yeah, so a lot of the clients that I've spoken with, they've had concerns on how this is actually going to impact their ability to manage or run their property if they are an existing landlord, or even their thought of moving property into the state of Oregon, either through an exchange that they've got set up or looking to initiate. So a lot of the concern is, why would I want to move my funds and exchange into a property located in the state when there are now these new restrictions on what I as a landlord can do with my own property?
Interesting. A little fear out there that other states might follow suit and put something in place.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, citywide rent control is not a new thing, but to have it be statewide is really unheard of. It kind of sets a precedent that what's best for one particular city is best for the whole state, which may or may not be a policy we want to get into.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. You know, what's been sort of entertaining through the years is we've had states sort of fall in or out of following 1031 through the years. And typically when a state decides they're not going to follow the federal guidelines and honor state deferral on 1031, typically that state ends up sort of a vacuum. And it's interesting because many years ago, there was a case in Oregon where a taxpayer at that point in time, Oregon would tax people, would not honor it on the state level for non-residents, but would on the state level for residents. And taxpayer actually took the state to court and decided the Oregon State Constitution, which prohibited that discrimination between residents and non-residents. They overturned it. But we've seen that definitely through the years, and I'll just say from my perspective, that I've had a number of clients that are current clients and potential clients that were looking to come here, and it's definitely changing the way they look at things. So obviously there's always going to be winners and losers. The main objective of all this is to provide housing for people, and it's going to be very interesting to see what the ultimate impact is. I don't see a lot of people excited from the investor and development side. I haven't spoken with anybody yet that's too excited about this. So hopefully it works. Hopefully it takes care of people. Historically, it has not done so. And anyway, so Rachel's published a paper on this. We've put it out in our newsletter. If you'd like to know more about this, please don't hesitate to reach out. Equity Advantage, 1031exchange.com. Once again, David Moore with Rachel Kotkin. Thank you, Rachel, for your interpretation of that law, and it's a pleasure to have you here with us today.
Thank you.